And now it's time for the cursory checking of the stream. It's working. I literally just heard it in the background. Hopefully it didn't get picked up by my mic, but if it did, we're going to figure something better out how to test it. But welcome back, everybody, to the world of Astaria, the ongoing Dungeons & Dragons stream here on the Gamehouse Twitch page and the World of Astaria YouTube channel. I'm your host, your DM, man of a million voices, Chandler Angle, and I am very happy to say I have my entire crew back. As everyone golf clap, we got Braxton back. We wrote up a new contract and he agreed.
Yeah, I'm glad we weren't gonna negotiate through the press. It's always nice when things can be done, man to man behind closed doors. But it feels great.
It was a little bit of a bummer of having that be my birthday dinner, but that's fine.
And of course you picked up the check on your birthday.
Yeah, I just figured show good faith. With that being said, we got the whole crew. As I said, we got my brother as Aragon, we got Marie as Mina, we got Rob as Revan, we got Sam as Salvador, and we got Sydney as Eris. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back yourself, Chandler. I'm eating the Milky Way now.
Oh, perfect timing. But yes, last we left off, the crew had begun their trip through the air in the flying tower. Days 1, 2, and 3, incredibly peaceful. The only thing they really ran into was a massive sort of detachment from Gilitra making their way through the desert. Meeting up with the two generals they'd come to know as Tyson Malbro and Lo Krog. They spoke to those two, saying that the situation in Tarak has gotten so bad that the nations have, for the time being, put their differences aside and said, we are going to fix this and stop this. They made you aware that the Empress of the Deep was having her Triton army kind of assemble far to the east of Tarak. Gilitra was assembling to the west of Tarak. Soltane sending some type of experimental vehicles to the north of Tarak through the Dark Forest. And the people at Weld holding the line with reinforcements on the way. You all took that information on the chin, thought about giving this detachment a lift, but then you looked at your tower, which was, it's been patched up, but boy oh boy, it could not hold a detachment that heavy. So you all parted ways and took back into the air, and on the end of your third day's travel, a special visit was done by a strange entity who offered interesting gifts that one of you was very adamant about not having, and that's fine. With that,
I made the right goddamn decision.
With that, the group...
It was a decision.
Yes. With that, the group then went to sleep and woke up as they had left the shoreline and were heading out over the open ocean, the small bit of water between Otrafia and Welland now. It should be about a 2-day trip over this part of water. That being said, I'd like one of you to roll me a D100 for your travel.
I think Braxton should.
Yeah, first time back. First roll back.
D100, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's see if I remember how to type this thing.
I believe in you.
You got this. He did it.
Yeah.
Wow, it's another good D100 roll.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Woo, woo.
Very nice, very nice. With that being said, you all wake up upon the flying tower. And as you're traveling, apart from a bit of excess wind and a little bit of a chill because you're over the open ocean, travel conditions are perfect. There doesn't seem to be anything aggressive flying your way. It's been oddly quiet this entire flight.
I hate that.
But for the time being, it doesn't seem there's anything on the horizon making its way towards the tower or anything that lurks below the depths of the ocean looking up at you. So you have another day of downtime.
Of course.
Oh my. Well,
I'll continue to drink on mine.
Okay, Revan, you're getting
good
through the...
Lord, you're gonna have liver cancer or something.
Well, no, it's not-
I'm just trying to stave off the hangover.
He's not gonna have liver cancer, but boy oh boy, he's gonna develop a beer gut. 3 days of solid...
already got one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Revan heads back down to the kitchen, grabs another thing of alcohol, and it is now
Don't
at this...
have anymore.
Well, I mean, if you wanna stop him after his description, that's fine. But yeah, at this point, Revan, you're realizing that you're really going through all this you're getting low on the supply of alcohol, which was basically just ale. So it's not strong stuff. There was just a good amount of it, but you're going through it with your elven constitution. But yeah, any particular place you want to go drink on this tower?
Whoever is willing to come drink with me, I'll throw it as an open invitation.
At the moment, Felden is gonna abstain. He's like, oh, no thanks. Day 1 and 2, I thought, hey, this is fine, but day 3, I'm not really feeling it. No offense.
I'm not offended. I got a problem. It's okay.
It's pretty sudden, but fair. Arrakis will also, he for the time being will say, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna do a little research on my end. Last time we were in, I got some books and I haven't had the chance to read them, so I'm gonna try and familiarize myself with where we're going. Maybe towards the evening, I'll take a break and come check on you and we have a drink. We'll pat you on the shoulder.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
He's talking through while you're eating a lime.
An orange, please. Thank you.
All right, fair enough. It's only oranges. He has all these fruits and he's continually oranges. But okay.
It's only oranges.
With
My
that,
obsession.
after Revan, let's go to descending order of the list here on Discord. Aragon, is there anything you would like to do with your day of downtime?
Shit, I don't know. I mean, what have we been up to? What's on the table as an option?
That's a very good point. As there isn't an insane amount of things to do in this tower as it's flying through the air.
And you guys are criticizing me for drinking, and there's not even anything to do.
I was gonna say you could do a bit of exercise, like basic exercise. You can check on SAB. You can, have a look around the tower. But
yeah, let's do some. We're gonna work on some SAB and I are gonna work on some. We're gonna do a little training.
Okay.
We haven't done any training in a while. So.
All right. In that case,
take a look. Give you an animal handling roll. Is
that
it?
I was gonna say yeah. We'll have you do a few throughout the day. So give me the first animal handling check.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's SAB has a little bit of a slow start, but once he gets going, As you're kind of like you're commanding him, you give him all these kind of directions. You're pantomiming kind of moments of combat, and you're able to get SAB to kind of maneuver expertly well as he's kind of like bobbing and weaving around.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While Aragon does that on one of the open kind of floors of the tower, Marie, what would you like to do?
I'm gonna check in on Sal and see if he is doing any tinkering.
Gotcha.
Okay. In that case,
What do you?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, head in. Hello, Sally. How are you doing
Oh
today?
God. Yeah, I'm doing honestly swell. What do you need from me?
Good. Oh, I was just wondering what you were up to because I'm a little bored.
Gotcha. Well, what am I up to? Only the coolest goddamn thing ever. And I'll show Mina the upgraded Drank Trank. The double-barreled Drank Trank.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It's like a Drank Trank was like 2.
Oh wow. That's so fucking cool. I love that for you.
You don't sound very impressed.
Wow.
Well, I mean, like, you'd already invented it, and
Yeah,
like,
it's a better one.
now you just you get 2 shots, and it's like, oh yeah, cool. I mean, it's cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real cool.
It is. Yeah. So you've already finished that. So
I mean,
are you
I'm still working on
doing?
the kinks. It's like I could add maybe a third one. I could make it harder to shoot. I mean, harder to shoot, but also, boom, bang, harder shot. Hard trade off.
In general.
You also haven't
Uh-huh.
just I don't mean to butt in too much, but you also Salvador have yet to test fire it.
Gotcha. I can make a second one. Also, I could do that. The possibilities are endless when you have a blueprint for a Drank Trank. And a
You
lot
could
of goddamn
yeah,
time.
you could be like Revan and be like a double barrel boy.
Gotcha. Yeah, if I want to
A
be a
drunk
dork, I'll
boy.
let you know.
Whoa. Rude.
You're not here, Revan. Get the fuck out.
You're drinking in the basement. You're doing what I do every Saturday.
A lonely, sad little man. Okay, well, I mean, if you ever like need any help or anything, I know how to work with like clockwork stuff. I've got like a little tinker tool set. So just yeah, finding something to do. But if you're just gonna be messing around, I'll wander into a different part of the place and see if anyone's doing anything interesting.
If you're this bored, I do have something you could do.
Oh yeah.
I could shoot you with a drink.
Oh, me and alcohol don't mix well. Were you here? No, you weren't. You weren't.
I was
We hadn't
not,
met
no.
you yet. Quite the funny story. We went to, we went to a gambling casino, and the one
That's
that's
usually what
in,
casinos are.
yes,
Aragon just appears.
fuck off.
Oh my god, you scared the shit out of me, Aragon.
Go fuck yourself. Go
I
train your
move
little
so
dragon.
slow that my
okay?
movements are imperceptible.
All right. I'm telling you about the time that I drank all of a thimbleful of alcohol, went nuts, jumped into a fighting ring with a Goliath, and like straight up went feral and bit him.
Mina,
Gotcha.
Mina, make me a history
So
check.
maybe don't shoot me with the drink.
So,
Maybe do.
Mina, for fun, make me a history check. I want to see if you remember that drunken brawl or not. Which, you would know that you indeed did that, and at the moment you do think, yeah, I got into a fight with a Goliath, and gave him a what for.
Oh, no, I didn't give him a what for.
Well,
I'm just saying that I went feral.
I got you.
I'm not saying I won.
What I'm saying is I remember specifically what happened, and I'm asking, okay, we got 12. Okay. So as you're talking about it, you know, you're thinking about it, and you think on it a little bit. You remember, not that you fought the Goliath. You remember that Vanith got into a fight with the Goliath, but
I do remember him doing that.
Your fight was against a trained fighter, you know, a boxer kind of brawler.
Goliath?
No, it was a human who was indeed like.
Oh, was he human?
He was indeed like a very like, oh, this guy looks like he can fight. And you did actually end up beating him in the fight.
Did I actually?
Yes, you actually won the fight.
I just remember like climbing up him because I'm so small in comparison.
I got you.
I went full feral. But okay, got it. I amend my story.
Oh, no, you don't have to. I was just saying, if you want to have Salvador think you fought a Goliath, and it can.
You know what? From Mina's perspective, he might as well have been a Goliath.
Gotcha. All right. But yeah, we got Mina and Salvador swapping stories in the kind of tech lab, and across the hall we got Aragon training SAB in the kind of open portal room. We got Revan in the basement drinking. Eris, is there anything you'd like to do whilst the tower is flying?
I'm gonna take a whole day to sleep.
Okay, fair enough. Eris heads
And
to
I'm gonna put a do not disturb sign.
All right, Eris heads to the one bed in the tower at the moment and just goes to sleep.
Fair.
All right.
Would I know this?
Me
while I'm
too.
drunk? Would I notice?
Well, Revan, you're in the basement. Unless Eris started in the basement, which I don't think she did. I think you guys would have cleaned the basement in the first floor. But yeah, you're Revan. You're just hanging out.
The basement has the living area, right?
Yeah, that's
What?
the basement. Yeah, has the kind of like large seated area.
So, like, we might have been chilling down there, and the kitchen, so she would have had breakfast.
All right, Revan, what's your passive perception? Mina's swung me.
I just want to see what the fuck he's gonna do.
It's +4.
Okay, plus
So,
4.
but I'm drunk. I'm drunk. So.
All right, then in that case, roll me just a straight perception check.
All right. Let's see how lucky I get.
What do you got?
Oh shit. Logging me out. Sorry, one second. Stop it.
You talking to your dog?
Yeah, those are my dogs.
I got you.
Running around. Oh shit!
Okay, Revan, you're at this point in the day, you're kind of having a little bit of a strut around the tower, and you would see the sign on the door that says "Do not bother asleep," and then underneath it, kind of written in very bold lettering, "Eris."
Okay. So I go up to
I like to
I'll
know.
go to Sal.
Okay, you kind of go. You do have to go into the room and upstairs. Is that? Well, actually, no. There's the living space and then the bedroom. So yeah, you're able to go upstairs. In fact, let's.
Sal. I'm gonna be like, hey Sal, you wanna play a prank?
What?
You know, like we did to you. You know, like
Do you want to do it? Do I want to do a prank? No, I'm very busy. Why?
because it could be really funny.
How
Funny like putting a skeleton in my bed, or
Yes,
funny like
literally
haha.
exactly that.
Gotcha.
Not to you.
Not a goddamn chance.
But you'd be getting one of your compatriots back on it.
One of my god, they were not even involved. That's like if
You don't know that. You were asleep. You have no idea.
You were talking to me for 7 hours beforehand, saying, "Ooh, Sal, you might have a skeleton wind up in your bed." I wake up the next morning, there's a skeleton in my bed.
I didn't say that I didn't do it. I'm just saying that they
No,
also.
but it doesn't take a very smart man.
Well,
And thankfully, I'm a pretty smart one.
fine. Then I'll just go do it by myself. And so I go find the skeleton. Or can I find the skeleton? I guess.
Okay.
I go try to find the
Strange
Alright.
little man.
So, Revan, you head back down the floor. And I'm gonna go ahead and clear people off the map, but I'll put Eris into position here. And this is gonna be a pseudo stealth mission. Eris, you're asleep. You're resting up pretty well. And Revan, you kind of enter back onto this floor at these doors right here. Now, you open the doors and you step into the room. You see the kind of dusty old sitting chair and couch with the broken coffee table. It's got only 2 legs. And you got a bit of a buzz, so you're not staggering around. But I am making it canon that whenever your dog shakes its collar, that's the sound of like the metal rattling around on your coat. That being said,
Okay. That sounds good.
that being said, you think back to where when you guys first found the kind of large canine humanoid skeleton, you had put it into the armoire in the bedroom. You remember taking it out and then kind of, assembling the bones into a rudimentary pattern of it. And then you remember, I think, Mina putting the skeleton back in there.
I did.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to sneak back in there
Okay.
and get it open and try to get it back.
All right. For all of this,
Put it in her bed.
all right. For all of this, roll me a stealth check.
Alrighty, stealth is.
I'm so glad Sal didn't
plus
think
6.
to throw it out the
Let's
window.
go.
All right. Well,
6. All right. Oh, 22.
yeah,
Oh my God.
you're able to open the door just enough to where it only creaks a tad, and you sneak back in, and you're able to open the armoire, and thankfully Mina being the one who put the bones back, stacked them in the way to where they wouldn't, be falling over if the door was opened. As you
You're
see
welcome.
the skull and bones of the canine skeleton just resting in the armoire.
Alright, and then I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna put them right next to Eris and try to sneak my way back out.
Okay, so you're gonna try and also kind of set them up as into a humanoid shape, yeah?
No, not particularly. I just want to put them next to
Oh,
him,
you just
'cause
gotta
I
put
think
the okay. So
Just
you
a
just
pile of bones.
you just put a pile of bones in bed with Eris then, and you're
essentially yes.
all right with a stealth check of 22. You're able to do it.
And then I sneak my way back out and right back upstairs and pretend like nothing happened.
All right, Aragon.
Did
go.
you tuck it under the covers?
You probably didn't.
No, I just laid it on
You
there.
bastard.
I'm drunk enough to where it doesn't matter.
All right. While that's going on, Aragon, make me another animal handling check.
Another animal handling. All right. Okay, not as good, but
All right, yeah. You at the very least, what you're noticing now is SAB's just getting not worn down, but you do see he's getting just a little sluggish as he does. Like as you're kind of going through motions as well, you do see him kind of like sit down and kind of pant a bit.
yeah, we've gotten to a particularly difficult command, and he's struggling with it.
I'd say it's a specific maneuver you're going for, but he seems just a little
Tired?
Yeah, tired. You know, he's taking a minute. He's resting. You see, he's breathing heavy.
All right, bud. We'll get there. You'll get it.
Hey Chandler.
Yes.
Oh, we have like food rations and stuff down in the kitchen, right?
Yes, not a lot, but you had enough for the trip you were making.
Okay. And we're over the ocean by now?
Yes, at the moment you're about, we'll say, about 70 feet up above the ocean.
Okay. Okay. Just thinking.
Mm-hmm. What are you thinking?
Oh, I mean, if I was wondering about like if there's like food that if I could like go and cook something or Mina's getting real antsy.
I got you.
She knows the mountain is looming.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're headed straight for it, and we're like flying over the ocean. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Sailing over the ocean is one thing. Flying over the ocean.
Okay. Yeah, if you
We're
want
a little
to,
antsy.
if you want to do a little cooking, you can. You head down to the basement floor. You see Feldon kind of doing some basic exercises in like one of the rooms as well. But yeah, you're able to make your way to the kitchen, no problem.
Okay.
Let's push you downstairs. Yeah, you're able to get to the back corner of the room. Move him off map.
Okay.
He's upstairs.
And if I were gonna try and like roll for my cooking ability, would it just be like
I'd say
a straight roll?
give me a performance check. See how you perform in the kitchen. Oh,
only an 11.
okay. You're looking at what you have here. It's it's a rudimentary sort of set of ingredients, couple of spices that aren't there's not a lot of it, but you're able to do something. What were you intending to try and make if you could?
Well, I mean, depending on like what ingredients we had, maybe like some soup or something like that.
Oh, okay. In that case, yes, you were able to make a pretty. It is a pretty decent sort of soup. You got decent kind of broth. You got some noodles in it, and you have a few slices of potato. You've made something that's not super amazing, but it is definitely it tastes okay. And it is sustenance.
Nourishing.
Yes.
Yes.
And that being said, I'm going to say we're going to do this now to where I'm going to roll for the second half of your day's travels to see if anything happens. So I'm going to roll a D100. Because these past 3 streams have been a little slow. Mother! 87!
Such a perfect day.
Yeah, the only thing that happens is it just gets mildly cloudy. It's
How lovely.
it's just getting cloudy, and
Makes
that's
the
it.
smooth sailing.
Okay.
I want to go commend our brilliant captain,
Okay.
who is just doing such a wonderful job sailing us across these skies.
Yep. You after you finish your soup, you head back up to the top floor, and you.
She's so antsy. She's all over the place. Oh my god, I'm huge.
Yeah, no, I did shrink the map, so I'll shrink it down just a little bit there. There you go. Well, yeah,
Thank you.
you see the neck sitting at the sort of controls of the tower. The smell of the ocean kind of wafting in through the sort of front and back portholes of the tower's mechanisms. As he looks, he's like, good morning or afternoon. I'm not quite sure. It's an early start. How can I help you, Miss Mina?
Oh, good afternoon. I'm just checking on how things are going. It looks like fairly clear skies, a little cloudy, but nothing too crazy. Pretty calm seas.
Yeah, so far so good. I say
Good.
after nightfall this evening, we should be only one more day of travel over the ocean, a day of travel over the jungles of Welland, and then we should be at the, at least either at the base of the mountain, or if you want, I can try and get you up a little bit halfway, so your trek up there wouldn't be as long.
That's awesome. Okay. Wow, we are making great time.
No, I honestly, past 4 days have gone so smoothly. I thought I would have to do something. The tower I know has no defenses really itself, other than it's just mildly sturdy. But I got to say, this is a pretty lucky trip so far.
It has been. I mean, considering our luck, it's been nice. So, steady on, steady on. I'm gonna go wander around the building a little bit more, I guess. Just go pace in circles.
All right. With that, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, something in my throat. With that, as the second half of the day is as peaceful as the first half, is there anything anyone else would like to do? I know Eris is still asleep. Aragon, if you want, you make another animal handling check. Revan and Salvador, if there's any more stuff you want to try and do, feel free.
Yeah, let's do one more animal handling. Let's
All right.
see if we're making any progress here. We've reached our point of diminishing returns.
Yeah,
he's done for the day.
I'd say with a roll like that, to where SAB,
Progressively getting worse.
he's it's not so much that he's not listening, it's the fact that he appears to be very hungry. And you have been feeding him. Food was sort of not rationed out, but like, here's the appropriate amount, and you have been feeding him, but you think to yourself, okay, he's a raptor. They very much are hunter type animals, so he's probably getting a bit wound up. Hey, welcome to the chat, Zach. How you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're doing good.
Oh.
Good. Hopefully you're doing well, man. But that being said, Aragon, SAB's he's a little distraught as he's not used to being fed so much. Like, even back when you were in the city, he would hunt animals around the city near the tavern. Like, he would eat. Like, there was a solid week where the message boards were just filled with missing pets, and you just saw SAB as happy as can be that week. But that being said, you're...
I'm back. Did I miss the payoff on my joke?
Oh no, it hasn't happened yet. Eris is still asleep.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, thank God.
That being said, we got Zach in chat. Always good. Glad to hear everyone's voices again. Hey, thanks, man. Hopefully.
Oh, we missed you.
Yep. And hey, man. I know. Stuff's busy, but if you ever want to come back, give us a holler. I don't know how, but we'll figure some shit out.
Hit me up on Twitter.
Hit me up on Twitter.
Well, the fact that we have one of those now, I keep forgetting to advertise that at the end of the streams, but we have one of those. But either way, you all head to bed for the evening. Revan snickering drunkenly as he knows that Eris has a dog skeleton man in her bed. With that, you all head to sleep. And for shits and giggles, let's try it one more time.
Woo!
Hey man, beware.
Oh.
Oh god.
And you're all asleep.
Oh
So,
no.
That's not ideal. That doesn't sound fun.
I need one of you to roll me, let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need one of you to roll me a d6.
I'll do it.
I was gonna say I don't think it should be me after my tomfoolery.
5.
5. Alright. Oh, yes. I think the stream's got a little bit of a detail, but I'm going to go ahead and start broadcasting my screen to you guys.
Oh
No,
no.
we're sleeping.
So, as you all are resting safe and sound in your tower, the sound of the ocean picks up. And the tower is set to like a much slower movement at night because Danek needs to sleep as well, but he sleeps up top. That being said, you all would probably... I need to... You know what? Let me just make some adjustments here. As we're going to go ahead and get the screen up with the battle tower.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so you all would be asleep, so... Take you out of the top of it. Oh, I dropped... Who was that? I dropped somebody. I dropped Mina.
How dare you?
So he's asleep up here. Would be asleep right up here. Take... Oh. Forgot it's like a game of Jenga. That being said, you guys are on this kind of sleeping floor. I didn't have a chance to populate it with props, so Eris is in here, asleep. I'd imagine you guys would kind of be sleeping here. Let's say Revan's passed out in the bathroom. Oh.
Sounds about right.
Why is this so like... There we go. Okay, this didn't push them to a spot. Let's say Mina's sleeping on the armchair. Aragon's kind of on the large kind of couch. SAV is curled up next to him. And then on the floor above, we'll say Salvador probably sleeps in the workshop.
There we go. Skeleton free.
Calling other people nerds.
Alright, so here is the floor with the workshop. Ooh. There we go. Salvador's in there. And then putting the top deck back on. Hopefully this all doesn't come toppling over, or else that'll make it awkward. So, as the waves start to rock and crash down below, you all are slowly jostled awake at the sound of something going as you feel the tower shake.
Oh no.
Its gradual
It's gonna
movement
be the Kraken.
brought to a halt.
Make it stop.
Ugh.
Latching onto the basement floor is something.
Ugh.
So, with that, I'd like everyone to roll me initiative.
Is this not the Kraken?
Oh, and also, guess what we finally get to bring back? Not the... Oh god, it's an ad for the thing. Every single time I try and pull up a YouTube video for background music and whatnot, it's always an ad.
An ad. Oh god. Where is it?
Alright.
Oh,
There we
shit.
go.
That's a nice plus on initiative. How about that? Dang. Oh, still shit.
Alright, so initiative, we have, as you all are slowly waking up, as you all kind of like shoved forward a bit, we have, at the moment, top of the initiative being, looks like Eris, Then Mina. Salvador and Revan, whenever you guys are able to, go ahead and roll initiative. I'll go ahead and-
Absolutely.
Oh, mine went through. Sorry. I'll try again.
It's all good.
A 14.
You got a 15 on the first one, but I got an 18 on this one.
Wow.
Rock and roll.
All right, so now the first initiative is going to be Revan.
Oh yeah.
Revan, Eris, Sal, Mina, Aragon. Now, here's the thing. Your compatriots are all still asleep. So, if you want their assistance, you'll have to spend a turn looking for them and waking them up. But that being said, it's time to roll for the Sea Serpent. Alright.
Oh.
There.
Love me some sea serpents, you know?
Okay, so
Just the
thankfully, it's going at the end of initiative.
But we're flying. Why can't we just fly higher?
Well, you're flying up pretty high. You're about 70 feet off the ground, but
And the sea serpents are gonna come up out the water and get us? Shit, how big is this thing?
well, it's funny you ask. Maybe stick your head out a window.
Oh, they don't tell me how big it is.
All right. So with that,
Don't you love having me back?
oh yeah,
I
no,
ask the important questions.
yeah, that's what we've been sorely needing here on this stream. The real
Someone asked
talk.
a tough question. Like,
All
how
right.
big is this giant fucker?
All right, it's at least 70 feet. All right. That being said,
At least.
up
Intimidating.
first is Revan. Oh, I accidentally took the thing off. There we go. Up first is Revan, so carefully lift this up. As Revan, you wake up in the bathtub, looking around, seeing the towers getting rocked about a bit. Actually, let me change the
Oh,
camera
God.
angle.
I'm gonna be sick. Oh, the freaking head.
That's not. Don't know why that's like that now, but there we go. You were right over here, Revan. The stairs are being right over here.
Where am I? Okay, sorry.
So
I
good.
lost there for a second. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get out and try not to throw up everywhere.
All right. So there's some stuff on the ground. Books.
Especially as the person who would likely have to clean it, please don't throw up.
10, 15.
I'd clean it up, or I'd let SAB eat it.
You got about 20.
Ew.
Because he definitely wants to eat that.
You got about 20 feet
There
of
might be
movement.
some good chunky soup in it, you know.
It's gonna
Yum.
be probably drunk, but either way, you
Stomach
have about
acid.
20 feet of movement as you exit the bathroom.
Ugh. I go to the nearest window to see what's going on and try to get some breeze on my face.
Oh, also welcome to chat, Mono. Hopefully you're doing good, buddy. But yes, Revan.
Yeah.
So,
What
The-
time did you say?
what's up?
was? What time
Right.
did you say it was?
It's nighttime, so it is dark out. But that being said,
Dark time.
Yeah, it's
Well,
still be
it is
either
technically
drunk
a
or
window,
hungover,
as
for sure.
this wallless spot there is no wall there.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I go over to there and put my arm on the nearest.
5, 30.
Forward.
So you're able to get right there as you kind of like lean out, and yeah, you're able to see. And I'll hold this up to the camera. Part of its body up out of the water, a massive sea serpent.
Oh, fuck me. I go to bed with my guns. Oh
Yeah.
no.
You have those things on you at all times. You got them keistered.
I'm
He
playing
keistered him.
and I look around and so there are other people around me. Is that right?
You see Aragon and
Yeah, actually,
Mina
as a
slowly
team.
starting to wake up.
Guys. Oh, I feel horrible. Oh my god. Guys, we have a fucking problem. Like,
What? Did you fucking throw up everywhere, you drunk?
Oh no,
Sure
not
did.
today. No, didn't do that. If I got my full night's sleep, then I wouldn't have been as hungover as I am now. But there's a big ass thing outside that's about to eat us.
I hope you're hearing and seeing things. Ugh.
You guys know, even drunk, my perception is impeccable.
Oh God.
Then I dry heave. Oh god.
Alright, with that, Revan, you've spent a free action to talk to them, but it's also been a conversation that's taken over 6 seconds. So, with that, next in the initiative is Eris. You wake up and you hear the sound of something kind of clattering around outside, but then you kind of like start to get up and you hear clattering down to the ground.
Stupid elvish fool. I'm gonna smash the bones into like
Oh!
dust.
Jesus.
Okay!
Yeah.
Eris, roll me a D100.
Fucking
Do you take them off the bed first, or are you just gonna smash the whole bed?
I'll smash the whole bed.
This is roll me that D100 whenever you get a second, Eris, because this is gonna be an issue. Okay, give me 1 second. Need to put the headphones down so I can find something. Oh yeah, that one. This Eris. See his card. Eris, you are able to very easily smash the bones of this skeleton, this large Canaan individual. As you do so, the DM's gonna frantically Google something, and also, hey, it's the first time in the season that I gotta quickly Google a monster.
No. Sponsored.
I wish we were sponsored by Google.
That would be quite the sponsor.
That being said, Eris, as you bash these bones into the ground, emerging from the bed you were just on is a spectral spirit, and it is angry. As it's going to get an immediate reaction and take a swipe at you. So let's see, actions.
Oh my.
Alright. So I can't use the thing or else the camera goes away, so I will roll my physical dice. It's gonna hit you with a withering touch. Oh, that's 19 plus 5.
Oh.
Oh god, I may have looked up a really powerful entity.
Oh god.
As I get to roll 4d6.
Oh, you're gonna kill her!
Okay, I got very unlucky with the attack roll as it's a 1, a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Thank God.
So that's, what is the math there?
Holy
5.
shit.
You take 7 points of necrotic damage, Eris, as this spirit is pissed.
Is that
Did
all
we
you
hear
can
that?
do?
What's up, Eris?
I was asking it if that's all it can do.
Okay.
Oh damn, the confidence.
You know what? It got an immediate reaction. I'm not going to use multi-attack on this one just yet. With that, is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Eris?
I honestly don't know how I would attack a spirit.
Well, that being said, after Eris, it is Salvador.
Fantastic.
Who,
What am I waking up to?
well, Salvador, you wake up to the tower kind of shifting about, the sound of a monster going, the sound of kind of wood crunching, and then you hear a horrible, awful, ghastly yell like,
Oh, fuck. I got out of bed.
it's more like you have a bedroll, because, again, there's only one bed in this tower, and Eris was in it.
Yeah. Now, I'm not wearing my my armor, but I will slide on the gauntlet.
Okay.
That has my gun on it, just because I ain't sleeping in that shit, you know? That shit's uncomfortable.
Fair enough. So you put on you get your weapons at the very least, and what would you
Exactly.
do now that you're in the room?
I just open the door, look side to side. Anything?
Open the door, which actually opens. You poke your head out, and on this hallway, no immediate threats.
Fuck me. Running. I look around. Which way is up to the upper floors?
Up here.
I go that way.
All right, so we'll say moving the room was fine. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're able to get to the bottom of the steps.
Damn it. This shit is fucking up. I dash.
Alright, with that, you're able to get to the top floor. Oh, wait, I gotta get the other part. There's so many actual parts to this tower. Oh, there it is. It's very hard to have all these black pieces in a dark room where they just blend in when you put them down. The other way. It's up there. God.
Good save.
The gasp.
What the shit? Why are these things moving around inside the tower?
That's the way of the world for towers.
Alright. You're able to get to the top of the steps in middle of the room as you see your pilot is asleep at the moment. And we're gonna go and change camera
Gotcha.
angle.
I look at him.
The third
Hey,
camera.
buddy!
What is it?
Are we being murdered? What's those sounds?
I don't know, but it sounds pretty awful.
Did I go the wrong goddamn floor? Fuck me running.
Yeah, you're on the very top floor.
That's my turn.
All right. That after
I
Salvador,
identified where those sounds are coming from.
or after that, it is Mina's turn as we're gonna slowly do this again. Oh. Okay, let's see if I can do these with one hand each. Oh, son of a fucking... There we go.
Okay.
We're gonna do something real quick here too. So Mina, go ahead and say what you're doing.
Can I hear what's happening in the other room?
You hear a horrible ghastly yell, yes.
Okay. Then I am going to... Fuck.
Oh, you can do that? Alright.
No. God, that takes a full action. Okay, then I'm going to, I guess, run over to the door to see, because I guess I haven't identified exactly where the monster is, so
Okay. So you're able to get to the door.
I hear that coming from that room.
Yes, and unfortunately
So-
that door doesn't open, but still you'll be able to open that door.
Okay, do I have enough movement to get in?
What is your movement speed? 25?
Yes.
You
Yes.
have enough speed to get to the door, and as a free action, you can open the door.
Okay, does that take up my, bonus action?
No, it's a free action.
Okay, cool. Then I will open the door.
Alright, door is open. You see Eris kind of like backing away from the bed and a horrible kind of spirit hanging over the bed, just kind of like with gnarled long claws.
Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast, Shield of Faith as a bonus action on Eris.
Alright.
So she's going to get a +2 bonus to AC, and it's a concentration spell.
Okay.
Or I might have to do this in a different order, actually. Hold
Okay.
on. I'll do my action first.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a fireball, I guess.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit.
Alright.
So, focus.
+6. Wrong
There we go.
tab.
Show me what you got.
A 15.
15 to hit the ghost. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, thank God. Okay. 2d10. 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Alright, the ghost will take only 4 damage.
Great. Okay. And then now I will cast Shield of Faith because for concentration.
Alright. So we got Shield of Faith on Eris. So the ghost HP is that.
So, Eris, what that means is that when the monster rolls to attack you, you're gonna add +2 to your armor class. It's the little thing in your shield. What is your armor class?
It's 19.
Oh, so you're basically invincible now.
Nice.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, hey, don't tempt me now. I'll get crits.
Oh yeah, you will.
All right. That being said, well done, Mina. And after you, it is Aragon.
So, what? All right, team. What are we thinking? Is this thing, this serpent, like an imminent threat? Has it already damaged the boat? What are we looking at?
Well, it latched on, right?
Yeah.
You don't know. Revan sees the serpent, but he can't see what it's doing.
Okay, and I'm in the
also
other
dry
room.
heaving, so I'm not really that attentive.
I see. Okay. Well, we need to figure out what the hell is going on with this thing. So, is there any movement I can do, Chan, to get closer? Any
Oh, yeah.
sort of like investigation? What are my
so-
options here?
You can move.
Go right up to
5,
Revan.
10. I'd say just 15. You can either move 10 or 15 to get a better look at the serpent.
Let's move as close as possible. So let's just do the full 15.
Okay, so you get a good vantageous spot where you can see down. You see the serpent is sort of, its elongated kind of, form has come up out of the ocean, and it is biting at the wall down here.
Okay. Okay. I have no clue what the hell we're going to do with this thing. Because I would try to scare it away with the fire breath, but I also don't want to catch the flying ship on fire. So there's that.
Well, it is also considerably. I think it may be out of the range of your fire breath.
Right. I don't even know if I can get closer to it. I'd have to go down a level, but I'm not sure.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's excellent. I guess that's the end of my turn if I can't get any closer and I can't ascertain any more information.
Well, you at least know it. I'd say at the very least you know that it's striking at the tower, but it hasn't breached anything yet.
Gotcha.
Okay. With that, after Aragon is the Gargantuan Sea Serpent. And with that, he is going to go ahead and make an attack on the tower. Going to do a bite attack, which is a d20 plus 14.
Oh?
So that is a 24 to hit, which deals 40 12 damage. I gotta use a dice roller because I don't have that. Well, actually, no, I think I have 40 12 here. Let's see.
Jesus.
1. Oh, wait, no, that's wrong one. 2, 3. Okay, just be one of them. Okay, that's 12 plus 10 plus 1, so that's 10 and 12 is 22. 23 plus the 1, plus another 9. So that's 30 damage on the tower. As you hear the sound of wood being ripped from the tower, as this thing just rips 2 walls out of the tower.
Yay!
And you hear the scream of Felden going, ah! And with that, Felden gets to roll initiative. Let's see. Oh, Felden got a nat 20 for initiative.
How about that?
Oh my god!
Okay.
Jesus.
So, quick adjustment to the initiative order. Is top of the initiative is going to be Felden. There we are. We got Revan right under Felden. Alright, with that, Felden, in a big panic, is he's gonna disengage and run out of the room. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, because of the fact that the thing's too low, he is in the middle of the room over there. With that, up next is Revan.
Okay, I have gotta, like, wake myself up or just, you know, get myself to be a little less groggy. Is there anything that I can do to do that?
No.
Slap yourself.
I guess I'll just try to eat an orange real quick and be okay.
Alright. Free action to eat orange. You eat that thing, peel and all. And, yeah, what do you want to do?
Ooh, okay. I gotta save my belly, Felden. Time for me to, I like, getting kind of leaning up against the railing right now, and I pull out both of my guns, and I just get ready to unload them, I guess.
Alright, go ahead and roll to
But
hit.
you're gonna pull a full, like, anime, like, monologue, internal monologue of going into hero mode or something.
Am I able to still do a hunter's mark while slightly inebriated, or?
Oh yeah, it's as long as you have a bonus action, you can do that. So, you Hunter's Mark the Serpent.
I will do that.
Irrespective of your blood alcohol level, you can do that. Yes.
That's fair. I got a 14 on the first shot.
That'll miss.
Alright. Rolling again for my first shot. Hunter's Mark. Oh, that misses. Okay. Trying with my second gun then. Fucking misses. Sounds about right so far. And, what about an 18?
18 will indeed hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Finally. Alright. Six. Rolling. Okay, I gotta refresh, I guess. Okay, try this again. 8 damage.
8 damage.
Pew pew.
Alright, decent shot.
You don't have to lie. It's terrible.
Alright, with that, after Revan, it is Eris. As you were in a room, Mina's come to your aid and hit this ghost, but it's just kind of hovering above you.
I guess I'll try to hit it with my hammer.
Alright, go ahead and roll to hit with
I
hammer.
mean, I hit it with a fireball, so it can be hit. So
Right.
Alright, a 15 will indeed... A 15 will indeed hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Also, a quick update from chat. It's just a sea monster, no big deal. Then they use the Kraken emoji. You gotta smash your pass, huh? You could, in theory, using that terminology, you could pass and fly away, or you could try and smash.
Chats, what are you on about?
Use that terminology.
nice hits it though.
Love that.
Full damage.
Oh, nice. Very nice, Eris. Yes, you strike up at this spirit for 4 damage, as it is resistant to non-magical bludgeoning and basically non-magical attacks. Actually, no, wait. Fireball would have dealt full damage in it, because that was a magic attack, so...
It
We'll
was.
subtract the full 8 on this one. Alright.
Cody.
Alright, anything else, Eris?
Cody. Come on.
Eris?
Yes.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
I am going to laugh at the spirit.
Okay.
Oh my god.
All right, you're laughing at a ghost. With that,
I was woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
fair enough. With that, after Eris's turn, it is Salvador, and I think this should be better now that I got 3 fucking posts
Yes.
underneath it. It's Salvador.
Now,
You've woken up. The
I'm up
captain.
here anyway, right?
Yes.
Can I feel the direction that our ship is being hit from?
Yes. It is much lower on the vessel.
I walk the edge in the direction where we're being hit from.
Okay, so you kind of look out the back port window, and you can definitely see a sea serpent down here.
Is this window open?
What's up?
Does this window open?
It's not a window. It's like it's like a bay window that you just see out.
Ah, damn. All right, not gonna smash it. It's a good window. Okay, go back
It's-
to the stairs.
It's not. No, Salvador. It's a completely
No, there's no
open.
glass.
There's nothing there.
It's just
Oh,
open air.
it's a full. It's
There's
full
like a-
open. Very nice.
At best, there's like a guardrail at like waist high, but you can lean out of it.
Oh well, that's just fantastic then. In which case, I'm going to take my gauntlet, double tap, it, bonus action. Out comes the Eldritch Ballista, which is going to turn side to side slightly before zeroing in on the big ass sea kraken thingamajig, and it's going to shoot it in its big dumb face.
All right, go ahead and roll damage, or roll to attack rather.
I'll roll a hit first.
Yes.
I wish.
Although I do wonder what a drunk sea serpent would look like.
That is a natural 20.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that serpent.
This will be a solid 8 points of damage, plus 4 is 12 points of force, as it is knocked back 5 feet.
Now that is true, but it is gargantuan.
It's also fucking massive,
Yes.
so probably not.
So it'll at least like kind of take the impact and take the it'll still take the force damage. So that's a total of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Hell yeah.
Doubled for
That's true. It is.
crit.
Well, that's what the 2d8
At
is.
least the 8 would be doubled.
No, the 8 looks like he rolled 2d8 for his damage, and the 2
Ideally,
were
it
a
was,
7 and a 1.
Yeah, I doubled the dice. Not the damage.
Oh.
So that's it
Okay.
for me. I guess I'm just gonna
Oh,
yell,
so
"Hey, buddy, fuck off the ship," and then duck back in.
so it would be a 7 times
Ah,
2
you
plus
too.
4.
All right. With that,
Chandler,
what's up?
would that be a 7 times 2 plus 4 then?
Oh no. Okay,
What?
basically I doubled the dice. I didn't double the damage.
Yeah, instead
It
of-
usually does 1d8.
Like, say he would have rolled, like, if he had only rolled the 7, it would be 14, but he rolled 2d8, and one of the rolls was a 1.
Yes.
But
Trust
that's
me,
not how we
I-
do crit.
I know, but he
Always normal,
rolled it
don't
that
worry.
way already, so we're gonna go ahead and keep going. I know,
That costs us so much damage.
Alright, with that, after Salvador, it is Mina.
Alright. So, since I realized that Mrs. Hammer didn't do much, I'm gonna go ahead and cast another fireball.
Alright, go ahead and roll to attack.
Oh shit, it's only an 11 to hit.
An 11 will just
Okay.
hit.
Fuck.
Ghosts,
It will hit?
Yes, that'll just hit.
Oh,
Ghosts have very low
Thank
armor
goodness.
class.
that would make sense. Okay. 11.
Alright, 11 damage.
I'm gonna, Damn, I don't think I can.
What's up, bud?
No, I was gonna try and send a message out and get Arrakis up, but message is an action.
Okay. That being said,
That ain't gonna work.
That being said, there has been a bit of screaming, so I'll roll perception for him. And let's see, perception. That is a 14, as he will go ahead and join the initiative
There we go.
at 7.
Well, that's alright.
So after Aragon, Arrakis. All right, with that, oh, I forgot the ghost on its turn. We'll have it go at the end of the round with the serpent. After Mina, it's Aragon.
Okay. So, still, I mean, is there anything I can actually do to help combat this thing? It just seems like just sort of stuck here.
Well, there are like loose bits of like debris and rubble in the room that you could pick up and throw at it.
Or you could go down to its level.
How many turns is that looking at for movement purposes?
If you were to dash, you'd be able to get down onto a level to where you'd be able to open a window and like taunt it to come and attack you, and then you could attack. But to get down to the basement where it's currently at would take probably 2 rounds.
Fuck it. Well, let's try it. Me and SAB are going down.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only way you're really gonna be able to do much.
With that, your first round of... Actually, you know what? Hold on. So 30 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We'll say 30 would get you down here. And then if you dash, I'd say you'd be able to get to like here. And then on your next turn, you could move to attack it. So
Gotcha. All right, perfect. We'll move down then. We'll get halfway there.
All right. In that case, you kind of run past Felden, who's like behind a wall, be like, "What the fuck is that?" All right. And SAB right there. And yeah, you see this thing. Its mouth literally able to looks like it could swallow someone around your size hole.
Jesus.
But yes, after Aragon, it is the ghost's turn actually. And the ghost, let's see, is going to first use a passive ability called Horrifying Visage. Each not-undead creature within 60 feet of the ghost can see it, must succeed on a DC Wisdom saving throw, or be frightened. So Eris and Mina, give me a Wisdom saving throw.
All right.
It's not a terribly difficult one, but
+2. Wow, only a 5.
oh.
Aries.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
There you go.
Oh.
Wow.
So, with that, you both are now frightened. For at least 1 minute. If the save fails 5 or more, which it looks like yes, you both failed more than by 5. The target's also ages by 1d4 times 10 years.
What?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah,
What?
if the sale fails by 5 or more, the target's also age by 1d4 times 10. Okay, let's go. Where's my d4?
My God.
So you guys are aging 20 years.
Oh.
What? All of us?
No, just Eris and Mina.
No, just
Oh, yeah.
me and Aries.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm
god.
still
Oh my
sad.
All right.
Oh my god! Oh my
That's
god!
wild.
So, after...
Nina just aged 40 years.
Oh, this thing doesn't have multi-attack, but it will look down at you, Eris, after you kind of age, and it'll do another withering touch.
Oh no.
You fucked around and you found out.
It is.
Excuse me, you're like,
I'm 60.
That is...
I'm 60 something.
That's 15 to hit. Yeah, but you're also a gnome.
Yeah, we have like normal-ish lifespans comparable to humans.
No, you don't. You got... You know, we'll go over that later.
think.
No, gnomes I think are around like kind of similar to dwarves, but either way, we'll go over that later. But yeah,
Okay.
the creature misses, and it just kind of looks down at you, still kind of like.
Oh.
oh no.
And with that, it is now the serpent's turn, as that was supposed to be the main problem, but now this fucking ghost is this ghost is pretty good. I'm gonna have to make those the opponents you guys face from now on, just a bunch of ghosts. Whoa! Knocked over a giant wasp.
Sid, have
And
you
I'm
seen
good
that
on
video of the guy
lifespan,
who
y'all.
points out on the ground,
Alright.
fuck around and find out?
The
They
serpent
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
is
went
going.
real far to the up and
Attack.
to the right on this one.
That is an 11 plus 14. That is a 25 to hit the tower, as the serpent is going to now. This is going to be a bit messy to do. Rip off part of the. I don't know. These. Though a bunch of cargo is dropped from this ship. As you see, crates and whatnot clatter to the ground. As this is really difficult to do. Oh, not all that comes off, but yeah, that is then kind of like bitten away as the serpent starts to move in position. As a small corner of the tower is now gone. Well, not gone. Well, not a small corner, but like a corner of a room. As Aragon, the serpent moves in closer to you.
Lovely.
All right.
This guy's gonna be the death of me.
All right. With that, I forgot to roll for the ship captain too. Where's Dinek? You know what? I'll have him be atop the initiative because the ship. Like he's been awakened by Salvador. He knows there's a problem. He's gonna start to fire up the engine. Oh wait. Okay, so at least at the start of initiative, Salvador, Dinek is going to turn to you and say, "We need to get the engine going. I need you to go downstairs and start it up."
Gotcha. How does one start up an engine?
It's a big crank. You can't miss it. You just have to be physically strong enough to turn it. Go!
Gotcha. Sure. Physically strong. That's me. I run away to the place.
All right.
When did we? Hey Chan,
Yes.
when did we enter the Chappie extended universe?
This is a little while ago. This guy's accent kind of goes from French to South African. It's all over the place.
Welcome to the Chappie extended universe, people.
All right, so Salvador, by dashing, I'll say you're able to get down to. Let's see. We'll say you're able to get to the steps on the next floor down. By dashing.
Shit.
All right. Is there anything you want to yell out or anything like that?
Stop dying.
Okay. With that, after... Oh, no, wait. Well, you know what? We'll say that's Salvador's turn for this round. But after the captain, it is Felden, who is going to kind of creep around the wall. It's like, what are you doing? Get away from there! And he's going to keep hiding because this thing's fucking massive. And with that, up next is Revan, who you see it kind of like the serpent kind of starts to... Almost looks like it's moving inwards towards in the tower.
Oh my god, this is like the worst time. You said it's moving into the tower. Can I still see it okay?
Yeah, you can definitely you can see it's it's still massive form, like up out of the water, so you can see it for quite a ways.
All right, then I'm gonna just continue and try to barrage it.
All right.
It's the only thing I think I can do at this point.
I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the fight music. It's getting repetitive for me now. There we go.
Okay, I know that doesn't hit. Let's try again. 17?
17 will just hit.
Let's go. Alright. Damage is 8 on the first shot.
Okay.
And
With a nat 1, I will say, your gun jams.
No way.
Yeah. That's the only. That's. I mean, I think I don't know when. I know we discussed this, but basically, on a critical fail with the gun, instead of it blowing back in your face, it's just like, oh, gotta clean this thing out.
Oh my god. Okay. So out of curiosity, this is purely if I have so no matter what on a roll, even if I'm rolling for advantage, the first one will still count if it's a nat 1 or a nat 20.
Wait. So if you roll an advantage and you roll a nat 1.
Yeah, because like for that, I'm still only shooting technically once, but I'm just if I remember correctly, right with Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So if at advantage was that the second roll or the first roll?
That was the first roll.
Oh, in that case, then yeah, you would still be able to roll the other one to see if you get a higher number than a nat 1.
8, so
Yeah.
it wasn't much better. Okay, I was just curious because if it wasn't the other way, then yeah, I guess I was fucked. But
Yep, it's all good. It's a fair question to ask. I posed the answer at a time where they're like, oh, he's rolled his second rolls. That's not great. All right.
No, that was my for my second gun shot.
Oh,
I got
right.
8 on the second.
Gotcha. With that, yeah, Revan, you're taking pot shots at it. You see the shots connecting, but the creature mildly unperturbed by this. And
If I could just deal 8 damage like 10 times, like I've done the first 2
you may
times,
get him
I
down
might
to half health. Maybe. With that being said, after Revan, it is Eris's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna tell. We need to leave this room.
Okay. You are indeed frightened, so you are to try and get away from this creature.
I'm a little bit more old and cowardly now.
Alright, so you're gonna try and just run for the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so the creature will get an attack of opportunity, but you do still have the Mina's shield, so it'll.
Yes.
Let's see. Ethereal, or no, not ethereal. Withering touch. That's a nat 1. So I'm doubting a 15 will hit Eris, as you were able to kind of shove past Mina and get out of the room.
All right.
Are you spending your action to dash?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are running away. We'll say, are you heading upstairs, downstairs, or staying on this floor?
I'm gonna head to wherever Revan and them are.
Alright, well, they're on the same floor. So you
Okay.
walk up next to Revan. You see he's kind of drunkenly taking shots at just a massive fucking sea monster.
We're gonna head to the top floor.
All right, you're heading upstairs. Your movement will get you to the bottom of the steps to the next floor. Ring on just keeps coming off. All right, with that, after Eris, it's gonna be Salvador.
I quickly zonked downstairs out of turns. That might be it for me, right?
That is true. Yes. Okay. So Salvador had his turn. He's on the floor. He's basically about to come down the steps and meet Eris halfway. Like you both see each other at the opposite ends of the steps there. But that being
You
said,
look like shit.
after Salvador, it is Mina.
Okay.
Close the door.
All right. Yeah. Gnomes live 350 to 500 years, so I'm not panicked now about
Okay.
that. I am panicked about whatever the hell that thing is. So if I'm scared, I would have to like roll with disadvantage to attack.
Yes. The idea is you're either to run away or attack at disadvantage. That's how it works.
Yeah, okay. Shit. Um, shit. I'm not sure what to do about that. Feel like. Oh, fuck. Hey, Revan.
Hmm?
How's the serpent situation going?
Oh, what? Why do you look like older? What is going on right now?
Um, there's a scary thing in here, and there's a scary thing out there, and I'm trying to judge which one is more dangerous in this moment, but I feel like it might be the one that might rip the whole building apart. So,
What is? I don't know. The serpent's not really affected by. Oh God, I feel like shit. My shootings. You know the boom boom things. Yeah,
uh-huh, uh-huh.
I'm hitting it, but I'm not doing much. Just gonna be honest.
And with that,
Okay,
oh, go ahead, Mina. Finish the
then
statement.
I'm gonna run over to Revan,
Okay.
and if I am going to attack the serpent, do I still have to roll disadvantage?
Oh no, you're not afraid of the serpent. You're just afraid of the ghost.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if, like, I was just very much shaken.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm gonna aim for its head and go with a fireball.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
12. That's not gonna do jack shit.
So you are just a little shaky as you go to outstretch your hand and just blast it with fire. The fire just kind of careens down and into the ocean.
Well, that was helpful. Then I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Hey Revan. I'm going to cast magic weapon on your gun.
Oh.
All right.
So
Shiny.
that'll give you a. Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
It's +1. His weapons are now magical, I believe.
Yes, thank you.
All right. So at Revan, you got some magic pistols or revolvers.
Okay, yeah. So it is +1 to attack rolls and damage rolls. Sorry,
All right.
but
That being
yeah,
said,
that's about
Mina,
all I can do.
casting that for Revan, I think would drop the cast you did on Eris.
Yeah.
All right.
I know. That's fine.
It's all good though. All right. With that, after Mina, it is Aragon. As Aragon, you just see this creature, just head pretty much as big as you are, just kind of looking down at you.
So am I in position, or do I need to move to be in position?
Oh, you are in position. Like, unfortunately, I don't have a
Yep.
good camera angle, but yeah, you're right
That's okay.
here, and he's
Okay.
right here.
Okay, excellent.
Let's see.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
This is okay. Perfect. Now I've got it. Okay, this is excellent.
Just gonna hold the camera.
Yeah, I'll make it quick then. I really just am trying to scare this thing away.
All
So
right.
let's just try my fire breath. Let's just see what's gonna happen here.
All right.
So he's gotta have so my dex is 13, so he has to roll better than a 13 or better.
Okay, and I'll have it at disadvantage because of his size, because it's
Okay.
going to be hard for you to miss at this
Okay.
angle with the.
Yeah.
So with that, I'm gonna put that down. Have him roll his dex.
Yeah, we just gotta loosen his grip.
Surprisingly, he's surprisingly very not dexterous. And with that, that is a 2 + 1 for 3.
Nice.
And
Burned up.
Do I have something cool that we can use here? I think I do. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's stuck in there. Placeholder. As Aragon, as I'm going to hold the thing I'm going to use for your fire breath. You just shoot a gout of fire at the serpent.
Incredible.
Just
Excellent.
go ahead and roll damage.
All right. Let me double check. I mean, it's 3d6. Okay.
14 damage.
14.
And roll me a d4. Roll me a d4, and if you get evens, it's good. The serpent is unfortunately not on fire, but it does recoil at the fire breath. It just goes.
Damn it.
No, you did a good thing. The serpent kind of like backs up as it's like bursts into flames.
I know. Well, I was hoping it would have to loosen its grip, go back into the water to get rid of the flames,
Well,
but you know.
You gotta wait for its. It does have its turn coming up after Arrakis, so its movement will be done on that turn.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
That being said, after Aragon, it is Arrakis, who here's Salvador kind of running down the hall, and he will go ahead in his movement to move up to the top floor to try and get to the closest window he knows about. And with that, he's now... And he'll dash, yeah. He'll dash to the window and see the serpent. He's like, oh God. And with that, after Arrakis, it is the serpent who recoils back. And after being hit by something like that, it is going to lower down into the ocean.
Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking
As
about.
Aragon,
Oh,
you were
yeah,
able
Aragon.
to scare it away. Because I rolled, and while it wasn't on fire, I rolled something. It did not like that at all.
I
Sweet.
love that.
And with that...
Now we only have one monster.
And with that, we're going to call session here this week, as the team's going to have to deal with a ghost.
Ooh,
On Halloween.
man.
Or the day
Love
after.
ghosts.
The day after Halloween. But still,
Beautiful.
it's spooky. The spookiest time of year, November 1st.
So spooky.
Spoopy.
But thank you all so much for hanging out. People in chat, thank you all so much for coming. Zach, hope you're doing well. Mono, love the terminology. Tried to make it applicable. Everyone who came and checked it out, hopefully you had a good night. Be sure to catch out the rest of the series on the YouTube channel, The World of Astaria. Follow us on Instagram, where we just recently hit over 300, and we have a little event going with a different thing I'm working on. The World of Astaria is the Instagram. And check out the Twitter. Welcome to Astaria. That's C-O-M, because I didn't plot that out well. But either way, thank you all so much for tuning in. Join us next week. As I said, we'll be back on November 1st with a spooky ghost fight. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching now, and hopefully you all have yourself a good rest of the night, and we'll see you all around the house. Take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
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 Bye.